The human mind, a fascinating labyrinth of curiosity and imagination. It's this very curiosity that has propelled us forward, driving us to explore the unknown and unravel the mysteries of our world. Yet sometimes, this thirst for knowledge leads us down winding paths into the realms of speculation and conjecture. These are the breeding grounds for conspiracy theories, captivating narratives that often hold a powerful allure despite their lack of grounding in reality. In this exploration, we venture into the heart of some of the most pervasive conspiracy theories, shining a light on the evidence, or lack thereof, that surrounds them. Our goal is not to belittle or dismiss, but to understand, to dissect, and ultimately to unveil the truth. For it is in understanding the forces that shape these beliefs that we can better comprehend the complexities of our own minds and the world around us. Join me now as we embark on this journey of discovery, delving into the shadowy world of conspiracy theories and separating fact from fiction. Together, we will navigate this intricate web of speculation and seek out the often elusive truth that lies hidden beneath. On July 20th, 1969, the world watched in awe as Neil Armstrong became the first human to set foot on the moon. This monumental achievement, a testament to human ingenuity and ambition, has, however, been overshadowed for some by a persistent theory that the moon landing was faked. Proponents of this theory point to supposed anomalies in the photographic and video evidence, the waving flag in the vacuum of space, the lack of visible stars, the shadows that seem to fall in different directions. These observations, while intriguing, have been debunked time and again by scientists and experts. The flag's movement was due to the telescopic pole used to keep it unfurled, creating the illusion of waving. The lack of stars in the photographs is simply a result of the exposure settings needed to capture the brightly lit lunar surface. And the seemingly inconsistent shadows are explained by perspective and the uneven terrain of the moon. Furthermore, independent verification from other nations, including Russia, who were locked in a space race with the United States at the time, adds further credence to the authenticity of the moon landing. The evidence supporting this incredible human achievement is overwhelming, leaving the conspiracy theories stranded in the barren landscape of unfounded speculation. The moon landing stands as a symbol of what humanity can achieve when we set our sights on the stars. And while conspiracy theories may linger in the shadows, the truth, like the indelible footprints on the lunar surface, remains clear for all to see. The concept of a flat Earth, once a widely held belief, has been convincingly disproven by centuries of scientific advancements. Yet this theory has experienced a resurgence in recent times, fueled by online communities and a distrust of established institutions. Flat Earthers often claim that our planet is a disk surrounded by an ice wall, with the sun and moon rotating above it like spotlights. This model, however, fails to explain even the most basic observable phenomena, such as the curvature of the Earth, which can be seen from high altitudes and is demonstrably proven by the way ships disappear hull first over the horizon. Additionally, the existence of different time zones, seasons, and the Coriolis effect, which influences weather patterns, are all direct consequences of Earth's spherical shape and rotation. These phenomena cannot be adequately explained by a flat Earth model. The sheer volume of scientific evidence supporting a spherical Earth is undeniable, ranging from satellite imagery to countless observations made by sailors, pilots, and astronauts. The persistence of the flat Earth theory serves as a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming evidence, deeply held beliefs can be difficult to shift. It highlights the importance of critical thinking, scientific literacy, and a healthy skepticism towards information, especially in the digital age. Shrouded in secrecy and nestled within the desolate expanse of the Nevada desert lies Area 51, a highly classified United States Air Force facility. Its very existence was long denied by the government, fueling decades of speculation and conspiracy theories, most notably those involving extraterrestrial life. The most enduring of these theories claims that Area 51 houses the remains of crashed UFOs and their alien occupants, with the government engaged in a massive cover-up to conceal the truth from the public. While the government's secrecy has undoubtedly fueled these speculations, the evidence for alien activity at Area 51 remains entirely speculative. In recent years, the US government has acknowledged the existence of Area 51, stating that it is used for testing experimental aircraft and weapons systems. While this admission has done little to quell the rumors of extraterrestrial activity, it offers a more plausible explanation for the facility's secrecy. The allure of Area 51 lies in our fascination with the unknown, our desire to believe in something beyond our understanding. While the possibility of extraterrestrial life continues to captivate our imaginations, it is important to ground our beliefs in evidence, not just speculation. Area 51 remains a place of mystery, but the truth, as they say, is probably much more terrestrial than we might imagine. 9/11. Unraveling a tragedy, confronting conspiracy. The September 11th attacks, a day that forever scarred the American psyche, have also become the subject of numerous conspiracy theories. These theories, often born out of grief, anger, and a desire for alternative explanations, posit that the US government either had prior knowledge of the attacks or was directly involved in their execution. One of the most prevalent 9/11 conspiracy theories suggests that the collapse of the World Trade Center towers was a controlled demolition, not a result of the impact from the hijacked planes. This theory, however, has been debunked by structural engineers and physicists who have studied the event extensively. The collapse of the towers was due to the intense heat from the fires, which weakened the steel supports, causing them to buckle. This, coupled with the immense weight of the floors above, led to a catastrophic cascade of failures, resulting in the building's collapse. While it is understandable that people seek answers and explanations in the face of such a horrific tragedy, it is important to rely on evidence-based conclusions rather than unsubstantiated claims. The 9/11 attacks were a devastating act of terrorism, a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the human capacity for violence. We owe it to the victims, their families, and ourselves to seek truth and understanding, not through the lens of conspiracy, but through the clear light of evidence and reason. Chemtrails dissecting the persistent myth of aerial spraying. Look up at the sky on any given day and you're likely to see white trails crisscrossing the blue expanse. While most of us recognize these as contrails, condensation trails left behind by airplanes, some believe they are something more sinister. Chemtrails. The chemtrail conspiracy theory posits that these trails are evidence of a clandestine government program to spray chemicals or biological agents into the atmosphere for nefarious purposes, such as weather manipulation or population control. Proponents point to the persistence of some contrails and their unusual formations as evidence of something more than simple condensation. However, the science behind contrails is well established. They're simply frozen water vapor emitted by aircraft engines at high altitudes. The persistence and appearance of contrails depend on atmospheric conditions such as temperature, humidity, and wind patterns. There's no scientific evidence to support the claim that these trails contain anything other than water vapor and aircraft engine exhaust. The chemtrail conspiracy theory highlights the power of misinformation and the importance of scientific literacy. It's a reminder that we should approach extraordinary claims with a healthy dose of skepticism and seek out evidence-based explanations before jumping to conclusions. The reptilian elite, unmasking a shape-shifting conspiracy. The reptilian elite conspiracy theory, a truly bizarre and often unsettling concept, claims that shape-shifting reptilian humanoids have infiltrated human society, assuming positions of power and control. These reptilian overlords, according to the theory, are manipulating world events for their own sinister purposes. Proponents of this theory often cite alleged sightings of these reptilian beings, claiming they momentarily reveal their true form through physical anomalies such as vertical pupils or scaly skin. These sightings, however, lack any credible evidence and are easily dismissed as misinterpretations or outright fabrications. The reptilian elite theory, while lacking any basis in reality, taps into deep-seated fears of control and manipulation. It plays on our suspicions of authority and our anxieties about the complexities of the world around us. While it's tempting to dismiss such theories as harmless fantasies, they can have real-world consequences, fueling distrust in institutions and promoting harmful stereotypes. It's crucial to approach such claims with critical thinking and to base our beliefs on evidence, not unfounded speculation. Vaccines and autism. Separating fact from dangerous fiction. Vaccines, one of the greatest public health achievements in human history, have been the target of a persistent and damaging conspiracy theory, the claim that they cause autism. This theory, originating from a fraudulent and retracted scientific paper, has been thoroughly debunked by numerous large-scale studies. The scientific consensus is clear. There is no link between vaccines and autism. Vaccines are rigorously tested for safety and efficacy, and the benefits they provide in protecting against potentially deadly diseases far outweigh any extremely rare side effects. The spread of the vaccine autism myth has had devastating consequences, leading to a decline in vaccination rates and a resurgence of preventable diseases like measles and whooping cough. This misinformation puts countless lives at risk, particularly those of vulnerable children who are too young to be vaccinated or have compromised immune systems. It is crucial to rely on credible sources of information, such as healthcare professionals and scientific organizations, when it comes to our health and the health of our children. Vaccines are safe, effective, and essential for protecting ourselves and our communities from preventable diseases. Paul is dead? Deconstructing a musical myth. The Paul is dead theory, a staple of rock and roll folklore, claims that Paul McCartney of the Beatles died in 1966 and was replaced by a look-alike imposter. Proponents of this theory point to supposed hidden clues embedded in the Beatles' music and album artwork as evidence of this elaborate cover-up. While the theory is creative and has provided endless fodder for fans to dissect and debate, it is ultimately unfounded. The clues cited by proponents are often taken out of context or are simply examples of the band's experimentation with backmasking and other recording techniques. Paul McCartney, very much alive and well, has even addressed the rumour with humour, stating that he finds it flattering that people believe he could be replaced by someone so talented. The Paul is dead theory, while untrue, highlights the power of music and its ability to inspire not just creativity but also speculation and mythology. It's a testament to the enduring legacy of the Beatles and the hold they continue to have on our collective imagination. Elvis has left the building, or has he? The King and the Conspiracy. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, may have left this mortal coil in 1977, but for some fans the belief persists that he's still out there, living a reclusive life away from the spotlight. The Elvis is alive theory is fueled by alleged sightings, conspiracy theories involving a faked death, and a longing for the return of a cultural icon. Those who believe Elvis faked his death point to inconsistencies in official accounts, such as alleged discrepancies in his weight on the death certificate and the spelling of his middle name. These discrepancies, however, have been explained and debunked. The weight discrepancy was attributed to the embalming process, and the misspelling of his middle name was a clerical error. While the desire to believe that Elvis is still out there is understandable, the evidence suggests otherwise. Elvis's death was confirmed by multiple medical professionals, and his body was laid to rest at Graceland, his Memphis mansion. The Elvis is alive theory, while unfounded, speaks to his enduring legacy and the impact he had on music and popular culture. His music continues to resonate with generations of fans, keeping his spirit alive in our hearts, even if he's not physically present. The Illuminati. Unmasking the myth of a shadowy global power. The Illuminati, a purported secret society often depicted as pulling the strings of governments and influencing global events, has captivated the imaginations of conspiracy theorists for centuries. This elusive group is often accused of seeking to establish a new world order, controlling the world through wealth, power, and manipulation. The historical Illuminati was a real organization, a short-lived Enlightenment-era secret society founded in Bavaria in 1776. However, this group was far less influential than conspiracy theories suggest and disbanded within a decade of its formation. The modern-day Illuminati, as depicted in conspiracy theories, bears little resemblance to its historical counterpart. It's often portrayed as a shadowy cabal of elites, celebrities and world leaders working in secret to advance their own agenda. While it's true that powerful individuals and groups exert influence on world events, the notion of a monolithic, all-powerful Illuminati controlling everything from the global economy to the music industry is far-fetched and unsupported by evidence. The allure of the Illuminati conspiracy theory lies in our desire for simple explanations for complex phenomena. It's comforting to believe that someone, somewhere, is in control, even if that control is malevolent. However, the reality is far more nuanced and complex than these theories suggest. Our journey into the realm of conspiracy theories has taken us from the vast expanse of space to the inner workings of the human mind. We've encountered extraordinary claims, analyzed flimsy evidence, and confronted the often uncomfortable truths that lie beneath these captivating narratives. Conspiracy theories, while often lacking in factual basis, can reveal much about our hopes, fears, and anxieties. They highlight our desire for understanding, our mistrust of authority, and our vulnerability to misinformation. In an age saturated with information, it's more important than ever to approach claims with critical thinking, to seek out credible sources, and to be wary of those who peddle fear and division. The truth may not always be as exciting or sensational as a well-crafted conspiracy theory, but it is the foundation upon which we build a more informed, rational, and just society.